Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Ahora, ahora sí se me escucha, gente. Ahora sí. Pues nada, un poco decirles eso. Voy a ver si me puedo quitar casco. Sí, los puedo quitar. Perfecto. Perfecto, ¿no? Perfecto, sí, sí. Hola, hola. Hola, hola. Hola, hola. Hola. Vamos a poner unos cascos, a ver. Espera un momentito. Hola, hola. Hola. Hola, hola. Vale, perfecto. Bueno, gente, lo que les decía, por si no me escucharon antes, que perdonen las molestias, bienvenidos al segundo capítulo del primer Red Dead Redemption. Nada, como ya saben, en el primer capítulo hicimos muchas misiones, un par de misiones con Bonnie McFarlane y también con el Sheriff. Y nada, vamos a continuar la historia, así que nada, a ver qué tal se nota, vamos a por ello.
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks,
Ay, ay.
trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
Murió más todo un fenómeno.
What a difficult life you've lived.
Qué
The
crack.
leader of the gang taught
Sí,
me how to
señor.
read,
Qué crack.
taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Eso se mira en internet.
Civilization is a
Después le
truly
digo a
beautiful
Mary,
thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, Can you
Se le
help me?
casó a la viejita. ¿Sí?
Well, I can try. What do you need? Money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take
Pero-
out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
La entrada de audio no era el juego. Bueno, ahí va, cosa. Vamos al caballito, gente, vamos al caballo. Nuestro caballo siempre es el de la
Right.
izquierda, ¿va?
Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows?
Sí. Acompaña a Bonnie, vamos a acompañar a Bonnie por allá. Que nos ganó la carrera, no se me va a olvidar nunca.
Thank you for telling me all that back
Le
there.
tengo
It must
una
have been hard
pelusilla
for you.
Hope
desde
you understand now
desde que nos
why
ganó
I've
esa
been playing my
carrerita,
cards
pero bueno.
somewhat close to my chest.
Al fin y al
I
cabo
didn't know you
nos
had a wife
atendió,
and
nos
child.
apoyó y
Then
nos
again,
salvó
I
la
don't
vida.
think I ever asked. They're
Así que
lucky
agradecidos.
to have a man like you.
I ain't
Agradecidos a
so
Bonnie.
sure about that, but thank you.
Por cierto, gente, hablando de un poco, tienen nuestras redes sociales en nuestra descripción, como la ahí debajo, y también, como no,
Hello, mister.
perdón, nuestro canal de Twitch. Perdón.
Get behind the herd. That should start them moving in the right direction. Assuming they aren't put off by your
Que haga
smell.
las vacas del redí. Vamos.
Keep on moving.
He's got it.
Como las vacas.
Come on.
Herd the cows down the road.
Vaquita,
Pretend you know
vaquita.
what you're doing.
Vaquita, vaquita. Vamos, vaquita. Hay que llevarlas a pastar. Vamos, venga. Uy, pa. Venga para allá, venga, venga, venga.
This way. We need to take them out to the
Eh.
pasture.
Venga, vamos. Vamos, chicas, vamos. Vamos. Vamos, chicas, vamos. Venga, muy bien. Estamos yendo muy bien, chicas. Vamos. Muy bien. Muy bien. Perfecto, chicas, perfecto. Estoy aquí de ganadero y todo loco. Para.
Hey.
Nearly there. All right. Let's move this
No me
large
va
herd
ganado
out
a
to
que
the
pase la
far
verdadera
pasture.
buena. Vamos, al quinto Dios ahí. España.
Come.
Vamos,
Big back and
chicas.
forth behind them. Keep them nice and tight.
Keep it moving.
Venga, España. Venga, España.
Barney's gonna love this.
Let's go.
Watch for the runner. Nearly there, Mr. Marston.
Let's go.
Seguimos, mi gente. Ahí llegamos a esta parte de aquí, muy bien.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr.
Puede ser que
Either that or you
el
were a
rancho
cow
sea
in a
mi
past
vocación,
life.
puede ser.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Vale. Vale, ahora se supone que tenemos que hacer algo más aquí. Ah, ¿era esa la misión? Qué fácil, ¿no? Vale, vamos al mapa. Gente, y vamos a ir aquí con Bonnie. Vamos a ir aquí para ya acabar con el tema Bonnie y tal. Bueno, acabar no, lo que tenga que ser, ¿no? Pero para seguir avanzando un poco en la historia principal, decirle, gente, que vamos a centrarnos en eso, en la historia principal del juego. Si hay alguna misión secundaria que tenemos que hacer obligadamente, la haremos. Si no, pues obviamente vamos a centrarnos siempre en las misiones principales, ¿vale? Vamos para allá, estamos llegando ya aquí. Rancho nuevo. Sí, la gente también, no siempre tendremos la cámara y tal. Pero bueno, cuando podamos, cuando yo vea que... Pero lo lógico es que sí, pero si hay algún día que a lo mejor no la tenemos, pues no pasa nada. De todas formas tendrán a mí comentando. Pero que esto es fácil, ¿no? Porque esto vienes aquí, esto le das aquí, desaparezco, vuelvo a aparecer y...
Well, hello,
Vale,
Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please.
Con ese bigote.
So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
Vamos a cabalgar, coño. Vamos a cabalgar, carajo.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston.
Bien, nativo.
Let's see if we can put that new lasso of yours to good use. That ranch hand said there's a pack of wild horses nearby.
Siga el señor McFarlane.
Yeah!
McFarlane, no sé. No sé.
Yeah! You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state
¿Han
secret.
fijado, gente, que en todos los juegos
Well,
los
is he wrong?
los
I saw
no
those
son
men
muy
from the
locos?
train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics,
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
but I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
Miren, gente, qué bonito todo, qué bonito. Espectacular. de Redemption, una cosa de loco. Este que es de Play 3, tío. Lo repito muchas veces durante el vídeo anterior y este.
There they are! Let's get
Pero...
after 'em!
Rope one of them for me, Marston!
Tengo que cazar alguno.
Throw that damn rope, Marston!
Come on!
Hold him there now.
Oh, there!
No, coño.
Come on, boy! He's all yours! He's a handsome one, all right.
He's there for the taking!
You could get him from there.
Rope him! He's right there!
Don't let him buck you, Mr. Marston. Lean into it.
Try not to spook him too much!
Nearly there.
Vale,
Tell me
gente,
what
tenemos
you
que
got,
mover
boy.
para un lado y para otro hasta que John
Come on,
consiga
then, cowboy.
domar al caballo.
Come
Como
on,
ven,
let's go.
John se está moviendo de un lado hacia otro y nosotros
Let's see
tenemos
it,
que mover el
boy.
jet
Almost got you.
la razón
Take
de
it slow now.
un lado u otro, como nos indica ahí en la parte inferior derecha, son equilibrios. Prácticamente lo tenemos casi, prácticamente lo tenemos ahí. Yo lo tenemos, tomamos al caballo. Sí, señor.
Come on, boy. Let me take you from here.
Caballito.
Get back on your own horse. Woo. I think that's enough
Suficiente
activity
utilidad
for
por
an
un buen
old
como
timer
yo. Voy a
like
llevarme
me.
esta
I'll
racha.
take
Hasta
this
luego.
one back to the ranch.
Vale.
See you later.
Come on then! Let's see if you can
A
get
ver si
another
cojo
one!
el-
What are you waiting for?
Opa, sí, aquí.
Come on! Rope one of them!
Let's
Yo
go.
lo consigo. No te preocupes que yo lo consigo.
We haven't got all
Come
day!
on now.
Come on! I've got a feeling this one's gonna break
Vamos a ver
easily!
si vamos al
That's
siguiente.
it! Lead with them!
I got you now.
Esto es fácil, gente, porque es mover simplemente para un lado y para otro cada vez que pega un bandazo al caballo. No es tan complicado.
Come on. Come on. Nearly got you.
Tener un poco de saber dónde está el cuerpo del personaje, de John Marston en este caso. Pues lo tenemos todo perfectamente controlado. ¿Vale?
Relax now.
Hey.
Nearly there.
Vale,
You're a
perfecto, lo
regular
tenemos.
Bronco buster, see, boy?
Caballito
Nice
otra vez.
work! I think that'll do it for today. Let's get back to the ranch.
Muy bien, creo que por hoy vale. Volvamos al rancho.
Come. I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. A life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot
Está aquí al
anymore.
ladito ya.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor, but it's straight and it's
Bonnie.
decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
Ya.
Who'd have thought you'd be such a natural at busting Broncos?
That was fun.
Perfecto, ahí
Well
nos está
done,
esperando el
Mr.
padre.
Marston. These are fine horses.
Así que vamos para allá, mi
Hey,
gente.
Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses
Let's
been spotted
go.
somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston.
Hola.
We can really
Vale.
do with those
Gente, voy a bajar
horses.
esto un poco. A menos 5.
No rest for the wicked. Let's see if we can track down that other herd of horses.
Yo espero que se me escuche más o menos. Igual. Tengo el sonido. Vamos para allá.
Go. You never did tell me why you were never married.
Vamos, carajo.
Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all.
Sigue variando y
You
un
must have been
poquito.
quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of chief governesses Paul hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my pa's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth 2 of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much.
It's kind of painful, but she's never far from my thoughts.
There's my boys. Come on, Mr. Marston.
Todo que es.
Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
car, miss.
Tenemos que dirigir a estos caballos
Get a move on.
del cañón. Por allá. Vamos.
Come on, let's go, let's go.
Venga para allá.
Yeah.
Este es el típico que está en clase tocando los huevos, tío. Venga para allá, coño.
Easy. Come on.
Venga.
Come on.
¿Cómo te metes ahí, coño? Ya te digo yo. Vamos, chicos, vamos para adentro, vamos. Vamos, venga. Se me salta la ropa.
Yeah.
Venga, vamos. Venga. Vamos. Venga, por favor.
Let's go.
Cañón, vamos. Bien, lo conseguí, fuerte. Vamos.
Whoa, whoa!
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are.
Florida bus!
Hey, the stallion's getting away! Chase him down and bring him back!
Come on.
Get after it!
Yeah. Blow it up now. Let's go.
Ahí, otro caballo.
Slow down.
Coño, no, joder. Coge. Tírale el odio lazo. No, ven para acá. Ven para acá. Joder, tío, me cago en la puta. Ven para acá. Darlo.
Steady.
Vamos, este capítulo.
Relax now. Nearly there.
Se trata de domar caballos.
Come on, come on, come on. Come on, baby. Calm down. It's all right.
Vamos, uy, casi nos caemos ahí.
That's it.
Vamos, casi antes.
God damn it.
Bien, lo conseguimos. A ver, vamos con Bonnie.
Come on. Slow up.
Soy Bonnie.
Whoa.
Bien.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal.
Bien, ya vamos ya, 25 minutos, 26 minutitos ya. Este vídeo, ¿y este por qué viene tan balado? Pues estaban largando. Vale, gente, próxima misión. Vamos a, por ejemplo, vamos a que nos deje, esperen que nos deje marcar. Vamos al mapita Y vamos a ir aquí, ¿vale? Vamos a ir aquí, que está Niger West Ticket. Pues venga, vamos a ir aquí.
Let's go.
Vamos a echarle el pequeño, un caballo raro ya. El blues del timador.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. You need help? Mister, you alive?
Ah, me acuerdo de esto, me acuerdo de esto. Esto es una pedazo de edición.
Excuse me?
I said, no, I'm not okay. Do I look like I'm okay?
You look pretty good for a corpse.
Praise be.
Move up, mister. Time to get you to a doctor or an undertaker. Whichever you need once we get down.
St. Peter, open up them pearly gates. I'm coming home.
Come on, mister. Come on.
Hurry, sir. I'm bleeding like a badly butchered hog.
You'll be fine. Just focus.
You better take the reins. I don't think I'm strong enough. I'm finished. Done for.
Just sit up straight, will you?
Vamos, mi gente. El link en este.
To
Me acuerdo de esta
Armadillo!
edición perfectamente.
Godspeed!
Estás de loco. Estamos ahí, por esto puede estar bien.
What is your name, friend?
John Marston.
Oh, good God! Out of the frying pan into the fire!
Excuse me.
How many outlaws can a man encounter in one day?
You must have me mistaken with somebody else, friend.
They're back! I'm done for! Please! Must keep moving! We must hurry! Excellent work, sir! Push on to Armadillo!
What the hell happened to you?
Bandits! Hoodlums! The scoundrels robbed me blind and left me to die!
I can see that.
Once again, a victim of my own success. They seemed a man in a well-cut suit and this happens.
Do you know who they were?
No idea. I'm not the kind of man who has enemies.
You do now.
I give so much and still they take. We live in an uncivilized and graceless world, friend. Our makers a funny sense of humor sometimes. Still, at least I met you. A good Samaritan in wolf's clothes. And forgive me, pain is playing rare havoc with my metaphors.
Que no te me mueras, coño.
Look out, Doc! More of them! That's it! Solve the solution! praise you.
For Christ's sakes, man, you're gonna be fine.
Take
We're nearly
me
there.
into your arms.
Acógeme en tu seno.
We're here. Stay with me.
Cuidado.
Oh,
Llegamos, gente.
where the devil
Ole.
are we?
Armadillo, we made it safe. You'll be happy to know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a gentleman and a true man of honor.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but I appreciate the civility.
I owe you, sir. And I always pay my debts. Jesus. But if I die, I'm sorry for it. If not, I'll be your man for...
Let's get you fixed up first. Then we'll decide what you're my man for.
Ya. Vale, gente, a por otra misión que vamos. ¿Dónde está el caballo mío? Vale, va. Está ahí. Ven para acá, mi niño. Vamos a hacer otra misión. Esperen, gente, a ver la hora que es, porque no tengo ni idea. A ver la hora que es. Entre las 5 y las 10, dice. Wow. No tiene nada. La siguiente es esta. Que esta es cuando. No, pero por ejemplo, es decir, si me acuesto. No me puedo acostar aquí, no sé. Vamos a esta, en serio. Vaya. Sin castigos, malcriamos a los bandidos. Perfecto. Vamos vaya.
Ah, since you're here, you want to make yourself useful?
Coño, espera,
Not
gente,
particularly.
Para que me vean aquí.
Listen, son, I know you got a mission, but right now I need another gun.
Why? What's happening?
We've had this problem for months with this group of bandits who are getting drunk and murdering settlers. Last night they went to a big place up near Ridgewood.
They burnt the place down, killed the men, burning most of them alive, and raped the women. Women folk then got their throats slit. One of them survived and walked in here this morning.
Anyway, we got a posse gathering up near Ridgewood. Will you ride with us?
All right.
Thank you, John Marston. It's gonna be a bloody job.
I don't think I know any other kind, sir.
Que este pobre tiene una cara de tontorote, de mucho cuidado.
Hey, wait up!
Mira que no sabe ni caminar, cabrón, la madre que lo parió.
I'm a terrible mother.
Voy al comisario Johnson a por los bandidos.
Yeah.
All right, boys, let's move it out. Marston, I hear you caught up with Mr. West Dickens.
I did. For a man who claims to have found a remedy to all ailments, he was in pretty bad shape.
His tonic has helped a great many people. It's a medical breakthrough from the East, the result of years of research.
If only it could cure him of his diarrhea of the mouth.
I wouldn't be so dismissive of science if I was you. Times is changing fast.
He's no more a scientist than I am a priest. But people can spend their hard-earned money however they please.
He's certainly a character, that West Dickens.
I can't understand a goddamn word he said.
A more flannel-mouthed bunko artist I've never met.
Look at them vultures circling up ahead.
Might just be a dead critter. Marston, take a look. Eli, you too.
Aquí vamos, aquí. Hostias.
Ain't no survivors here, Marshal.
Eli se llama este. No me acordaba del primer capítulo.
Man, this don't look too good.
Somebody was so busy killing people, they went and dropped their gun.
La gente ven, le damos al compulsor y...
Come on!
Keep following this road.
Seguimos, güey.
What kind of man does that?
A bunch of weak men. A pack of cowards is the most dangerous kind.
Some men are just born plain evil.
I think it's this land that makes the men, as much as the other way around. Men are born, and then they're formed. At least that's how I see it.
Who could have done such a thing?
Any number of people. Especially now the word's out we're cleaning up the county.
Between Walton's boys and the rustlers, we've been spilling a lot of blood.
Poor vultures. This don't look so good.
We best take a look, boys.
Go.
Cuidado, aquí se va a liar, Aquí al final se va a liar, gente.
More dead bodies. And the fire's still smoking. Those scumbags must still be around.
Come on. Come on, let's ride. I can't have got too far.
Sons of bitches!
Didn't you once run a gang of outlaws, Marston?
Yeah, but not like that. It wasn't our way. At least it wasn't my way.
Killing and thieving's never right, boy. No matter how you dress it up.
Unless it's ordered by a court of law, you mean? You know as well as I do, Marshal. One way or another, some men gotta die.
This is too quiet. I got a bad feeling about this.
Nobody's in the shed.
No. Por cierto, ya saben que John Marston no sabe nada. Y como toquemos agua, morimos. La letrina.
No one here.
Allí. ¿Pero por qué te vas para allá, hijo de mi vida? Vas para acá, coño. Vaya miente.
There's no good reason for that to be boarded up. Break that door down. The rest of you, get your guns ready.
A ver. Hola, tú. Joder, qué bestialidad, macho. No me jodas, tío. Un tío colgado, una...
Sweet mother of mercy.
Tío, un hombre, una mujer.
Don't shoot me! Some bandits came by and took us hostage. They're holed up in the farmhouse. Some of my family is being kept hostage inside.
All right, boys, we need to get into that house right now.
Stop doing that!
Yo tengo que estar medio en mi nuez.
Are you kidding?
One bullet. I'm gonna send a bunch just in case.
Damn
it! This way!
Acompañado.
Jesus, well.
I've given you enough chances to walk away.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Ay, Dios. Por aquí, hombre.
As soon as you can, make a run for the shed. Keep your head down.
Thank you! I was convinced I was dead.
Who's out there? Hey, me. I'm the rescue.
Muerto. Bueno, vamos a intentarlo de nuevo, gente. No sabía que los rehenes no podían... Bueno, es lo lógico, ¿no? Pero...
All right, boys, we need to get into that house right now. There's one of them.
You know you're gonna die, right? You got a problem with me?
You missed. Never gone far enough. Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches. Hey, this way! Hellfire! Bastard! Christ alive! Stay with me!
You and me gonna have ourselves some fun.
Oh my God!
Make a break for the shed when the coast is clear. There'll be a deputy waiting for you.
Oh, thank God.
Follow me! Oh my God!
Dead.
Es que el hombre aquí... Es que el tema del Dead Eye, no sé por qué pasa eso.
All right, boys, we need to get into that house right now.
Es decir, el Dead Eye no me deja... No lo sé por qué, gente. Yo no sé qué es el del Dead Eye. Tiene que salir todo.
Don't make me kill you! Move and you're dead!
Come on now. That's not far enough. Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches.
A ver, yo no quiero carabina, yo quiero los Winchester. Esta es una escopeta de las calles.
Ah! You
Me
gotta
parece.
die this way.
Oh, flipa.
Hey, you got something! Damn you! Jesus wept!
Como miente.
Ain't you a pretty little thing? Ain't your life worth
I'm gonna enjoy this!
There's a deputy waiting for you in the shed out back. Make a run for it when it's clear.
Thank you. I was dead.
Oh,
Joder, tío, pero es que no me deja, hostia, no me deja apuntar, coño. Joder, la he hecho 3 veces. Y encima lo del Dead Eye, no sé cómo va, tío, es que no sé. Vamos a mirar las opciones porque me tiene hasta las
All right,
pelotas.
boys, we need to get into that house right now.
Mira, Dead Eye, mira detrás, Dead Eye, ¿ves? Dead Eye, botón derecho. Pero claro, yo apunto. Sí, yo apunto. No me sale, lo de Dead Eye, ¿ves? ¿Entiendes lo que digo? Que no tengo Dead Eye o algo, ¿eh? No sé, que... No, claro. Solo me disparan a mí, ¿sabes?
Never gone far enough. Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches.
Are you kidding me?
Se va para el otro lado.
There's one of
Te lo
them.
juro por Dios. No me hace caso, tío. Mira, no me hace caso. Doy la vuelta. Bien. A ver tú.
Curious to see hell? You better be. My God. Christ alive. Follow me.
You and me gonna have ourselves some fun.
Make a break for the shed when the coast is clear. There'll be a deputy waiting for you.
Ahí porque si no se jodió la cosa,
Thank God.
Ahí lo tenemos, gente, por fin, nos salió.
Keep your head down.
Aleluya.
They did unspeakable things to me.
Nos salió.
Look like that's all of them. Let's see how the hostages are doing.
Dios, cada un día, uno de los comisarios.
Shit.
Jackie, mira este que se mata. Comisario, te acabas de caer por la escalera, te acabas de romper todo. Qué bueno. Se acaba de romper todo el alma, ¿eh? Qué grande. Vale, vamos para allá.
Some folk tried escaping to the south,
Muchachos, que no nos
but
dejaba
then some
utilizar el
robbers started
detalle.
chasing them down like
Lo
wild
estaba
dogs.
abusando.
I thought you were supposed to protect us, Marshal. You folk ain't men. You ain't nothing. You're just a man on a government payroll taking money that the rest of us have to pay for with our lives. Yeah. What is wrong with this country?
Not up, men. The man that kills the boss of that bunch gets $50.
It ain't about the money, Marshal. These are people's lives. People's homes.
Let's go. Get on your horse, boy. Hurry, boys. Let's get after him.
Let's go.
What's your beef with Williamson anyway, Marshal?
Let's just say he's the currency in a complicated transaction.
What the hell you talking about?
Some people I have the displeasure of knowing want him dead.
Why does that involve you?
We used to run in a gang together. It was once like family.
If this is how you treat your family, I'd hate to see what you do to your enemies.
That was a lifetime ago. And bearing in mind, he's left me for dead the last 2 times I've seen him. I'm about figuring we've moved past the family part.
Wait, who's that up there?
You just walk away now, John. I didn't kill you before, but I sure as shit will now.
Get yourself down here, Bill.
Williamson, ahí lo tenemos.
No, you ain't man
No
enough to stop
Zion,
me.
el de los New Orleans Pelicans, sino Bill.
You know I don't want to kill you, but I will.
You always did have a high opinion of yourself, John. Dutch always said you were an arrogant son of a bitch. I guess he was about right. Get him, boys!
Hostia, que se lía, tú.
Everybody, take cover! In that shed!
Stay with me.
We'll make our stand here. Stay in cover and watch your head.
I need to get out of here!
Let's make these bastards pay for what they did to those farmers.
You should start worrying, friend! Tell Bill he's a dead man!
El de Ray Casilla. Ahí. Cabeza, gente. Y el otro.
This is getting ugly!
Nobody leaves this shack.
I'm sending you all to hell!
Vengan mejor.
You know why? Because you ain't
Heads up, more of them coming down the hill.
Vamos a por ellos. Vamos a por ellos. Vamos a por ellos.
Get those rapist bastards.
Fuera. Fuera.
Surrender! Or we'll kill every last one of you!
pop your cherry, boy. Rich
Se acabó.
I think they call this a
Seguimos,
massacre.
gente.
Hey, look what I got here. There's something that you're still breathing. Come here, boy. Come on, Bessie. Give. Oh.
Norman Deek.
Fuck.
Nice to see you again,
Después de
buddy.
esta gente haremos otra misioncita
Thanks
más.
for your help, John. Norman here is gonna help us get to Bill. Ain't you, Norman?
Thank you, Mr. Dick. Mighty kind.
Fuck you.
Hog time. Let's get him to jail.
Completamos la misión, gente. Tenemos ya $104. Y vale, vamos a hacer otra misión. Vamos a ir a la que más cerca nos coja. Pues, por ejemplo, a por Nigel West Dickens. Vamos a por él. Por él me refiero a por la misión. ¿Verdad? Vamos a ayudarlo en todo caso. Y vamos por allá. No, yo sigo de largo y yo no quiero follar. Yo no quiero follones aquí. Pero con nadie.
Go.
El West Dickens estaba. Hay un tren ahí. En Armadillo.
Let's go.
Pues nada. De 5 a 10. 5 AM a 10 AM. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 2. ¿Terminé para dormir? No, no dormir. Sí. Yo no quiero ayudar a nadie. Yo quiero ir al... Vamos al cine.
How do you do, sir?
Ver película, vamos.
Why, thank you.
Vamos a la peli, gente, para que pase el tiempo. Y así poder hacer la
It's
misión
amazing
con...
that bean eater has any teeth left at all.
Miren, para que ustedes vean que sí tiene mucho miedo. El reloj ahí a la izquierda, gente, que solo uno me lo me la como, cine me la como. Vamos a ver qué hora es, que es que no tengo ni idea. 2 menos 10, es que lo pone ahí. A ver qué hacemos. Nosotros en todo este tiempo no nos dejará meternos en ninguna taberna o alguna cosita de esas.
Old Jake Penzansky is laid up out here.
Why you always talking about this person and that person?
La tienda está cerrada. Ah, bueno, mira, gente, miren. Tranquilo.
There's no way to treat a woman.
¿Qué haces?
Goddamn piece of
Por
trash,
demonio.
cowboy.
Que está aquí. Chacho, ya loco. ¿Qué haces, loco? Ahorita está bien.
Forget what you did here.
Maybe it's time to think about a different line of business.
Yo, me cago en 10 por ser loco el tío ese. Vamos a sacar algo. Por bobo. No que se llevó 2 balazos. Vamos, gente, a dormir un ratito. 6 horas que nos da tiempo para llegar otra vez a la edición de este.
Excuse me, madam.
You want to spend some time with me?
Por ahí que se trate, sí.
Elton Grove getting to be real
little smug these days. You know that fool with the gimpy leg? I heard
Como ya ni hablamos de nadie. Da coraje que se trate de la gente. Compré la propiedad, joder. Impode, ¿eh?
Sanchez, Allende, Santa Reyes.
Pero no, vamos a descansar.
hell if that ain't true.
Aquí. Vamos a ver, gente. ¿Qué hora es ahora? Estamos casi una hora de directo. De vídeo, siempre me equivoco. Vale, nos da tiempo para ir con Nike. Vamos allá.
Look out, mister.
You've been drinking too much.
That's right.
¿Cómo coño salgo yo de aquí ahora? Fuera. ¿Cómo amanece aquí? ¿Cómo amanece? Sí, señor. Aquí está este hombre. Ya vamos para allá, vamos a hallar la última misioncita de hoy. Segundo capitulito de este Red Dead Redemption. Vamos para allá.
And I can tell you with no uncertainty that miracle cures are no laughing matter. I bid you good day, sir. Oh, Mr. Marston, good to see you. How have you been keeping?
I'm well, Mr.
Mr. West Dickens. Nigel West Dickens of East Cheap, London, New Waverly, New York, and Armadillo, New Austin. At your service.
At my service.
At everyone's service. At the service of science, of knowledge, of life.
How are your wounds?
Much, much better. But then they would be.
Would be.
I know a cure for all ailments, Mr. Marston.
Ah, I'm sure you do. And I'm sure for just $2 an ounce, I could live forever.
Oh, but for you, sir, I do a bulk discount rate of $1.95 an ounce. As long as you buy 100 ounces or more. That's a lot of immortality.
Give it up, old man.
That's Mr. West Dickens to you, boy.
Give it up, old man.
Listen, Marston, I'm broke. But this stuff is good. It works. I need a healthy young man like you. Come along, let's ride over to my newest customer at Ridgewood, and I'll explain while we go.
Okay.
Esta misión está guapísima. Bueno, vamos a ver ahora el
Ridgewood
trayecto.
Farm, John, and hurry. There are people there in dire need of my tonic.
I heard about you, Mr. West Dickens.
And I about you, John Marston. Get back on the road. We'll have nothing left by the time we get to Ridgewood. For the love of God, try to stay on the road.
Hoodwinking the weak, gullible out of their hard-earned money.
My dear boy, it is you who is gullible, if I may be so bold, for heeding such ill-informed scuttlebutt.
You're as full of wind as a horse with the collar.
I have been blessed with the gift of language. If my tonic is such a sham, how do you explain the fine battle in which you find me? Last time you saw me, I was knocking at death's door.
You should thank the doctor for that. I reckon you were acting it up worse than it was.
Act like that, John. More convincing fellow there has never been. And so shall you, fair Iago or Cassio make.
I don't like the sound of this.
Showmanship, John. The flourish. The bow. We are operating in a competitive marketplace. Our product must stand out.
And how does this involve me?
We're going to use your God-given talents to our advantage.
I'm really starting to regret
I'll drop you off at the outskirts of Ridgewood. That way, it won't look like we came together. Once I'm set up, saunter nonchalantly into the crowd that is sure to be forming. Eventually, I will call you up to try my tonic. After extolling the virtues, I will have you perform a few feats of wonder to amaze and impress the paying public.
Such as?
Oh, nothing out of the ordinary for a man in your line of work, I assure you. Best you alight here, dear boy, so no one sees us arriving together. I'll see you there. Be ready to enchant the crowd.
Preparado estoy, Dickens. Preparado estoy, amigo. Oyito.
Come on.
Vamos a ver. ¿Dónde va, eh? ¿Dónde va más?
Good to see you all, my friends. Prepare to be amazed.
Friends! Hard-working souls of Chola Springs, gather round, gather round. Do you suffer from rheumatism, lumbago, acute chronic sciatic, neurologic, or inflammatory pain? Well, I represent the only company that makes the genuine article that cures headaches, neuralgia.
Hazme el favor. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores. ¿Por qué?
Earache, toothaches, backache, swelling, sprains, sore chests, swelling of the throats, contracted cords and muscles, anxieties and ravaged nerves.
Esperen, porque aquí tengo yo un lío ahora. Bueno, mientras me grabe,
Nerves, stiff joints, wrenches, dislocations, cuts and bruises, and it adds vitality and vigor to the healthy man.
But can you prove it, old man?
Oh, I'm sure there's some customer here who could prove the qualities of it by taking a drink right now. You, sir, come up here. Step right up. That's the spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention. This poor, wretched volunteer, entirely unknown to me, will demonstrate the effects of Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic. Be you a cowpoke or athlete, this miraculous elixir developed with the wisdom of the East keeps the muscles supple and relaxes the cords. It loosens the joints and gives a feeling of youth and vigor to the whole system. Not possible, I hear you say. Well, doubt no longer. Faith can move mountains, but I ask not for faith. I am a man of science, and today science will be vindicated. Your eyesight is greatly improved. Is that not so, friend?
If you say so. That's right, it is. You heard him. What a good sport you are, sir. Now, gaze over yonder at that porch. If you squint, you may just be able to make out the skull that's hanging there. Go ahead, friend. Shoot that skull and demonstrate the miraculous eyesight you now possess. The eyesight of an eagle, granted by imbibing Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic.
Anybody can make that shot. This man is a fraud. If your eye's so damn sharp, why don't you try shooting my hat out of the air?
My friends, our test case has been challenged to shoot a gentleman's hat out of the sky above our heads.
Sí, sobrado.
But you ain't fooling me.
Venga, campeón.
Right. Let's just see how sharp you is with a moving target.
Get ready. He's about to throw it.
Venga, venga, tírala.
Go home!
Ahí lo tiene.
Such an eye.
Vamos.
Behold the power of the elixir. Plucked out of the
Sí,
sky.
señor.
Hey! What? You think you can put a hole in a man's hat and just walk away, do you? Hey, it don't work like that around here, mister. Come on! Are you a man or not?
A challenge of battle has been offered to our volunteer. Prepare for a display of Herculean brawn. Just look at the strength the tonic has afforded him.
Ahora que socio, vamos, somos los
There it
mejores.
is, skeptics and dissenters, irrefutable proof. Do not let this opportunity pass you by.
Al pobre este le rompió el sombrero, lo rompió todo.
Go get it!
Watch out! He's got a gun!
Ahora es lo de lo que les estoy diciendo antes, lo de los vuelos, pero no se me daba nada bien. Vamos, te desarmo.
Shot, dear boy. The kind of deadly accuracy that can only be afforded by the West Dickens
Estoy
elixir.
vendiendo ahí como,
I have
como
plenty for
rosca ahí.
all.
Qué grande. Qué bueno, tío. Es que el juego es este.
Where are you going?
I want a bottle. Get me a bottle, please. One of them right here.
Yeah, no harm in trying one bottle, I
Excelente,
suppose.
creo que ya hasta aquí llega.
Well, I think that went kind of well, don't you?
I'm just glad that my normal job involves either chasing after cattle or murderers. Not the likes of you, mister.
Don't be like that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to say my goodbyes, head on back to the real world.
Wait, sir. I've been thinking about your predicament, and I think I may have an idea. I've been thinking I could be your cunning Odysseus. Beware of the Greeks bearing gifts, sir. Williamson had better beware. We will make them into Trojans.
I don't rightly get you.
I want you to go and see my old friend Seth. He can come across as a little curious, but I'm sure you two will get on. He's most often found at Coots Chapel. He's very devout.
Why see him?
Because between him and me, we can get those gates to open for you, and you can walk right in, just like in Homer's great Trojan yarn.
Bueno, esta gente está guardando lo dicho. Vamos a despedirnos. Ha sido un placer traerles este segundo capitulito de Red Dead Redemption 1. Segundo capítulo la semana que viene, dentro de 7 días de nuevo. El tercero, así que lo dicho. Ha sido un placer. Nos vemos pronto por aquí, gente. Hasta la próxima. Hasta luego.